Good Erev Shabbos, everyone. Parshas Ki Tovo, Shabbos before Chai Elul, the birthdays of the Baal Shem Tov and the Alter Rebbe. Like the previous Lubavitcher Rebbe says, Chai Elul gives chayes, gives vitality, gives life to the avoda of Elul, the avoda of Tshuva, the avoda of Cheshbon Nefesh, of evaluating the past year. Every day from Chai Elul till Rosh Hashanah, 12 days, corresponds to another month that we take each day to correspond to a specific month, to evaluate how we've done and how we can make resolutions going forward to make this Shana Tova a good year with all the blessings in B'tova Nir Vanigla in a revealed way. In Parshas Ki Tovo, we learn about the Bikurim, the first fruit that's brought to the Beis Hamikdash, and in a beautiful manner, gathering of people coming together with the animals and the music, and entering Yerushalayim, and all the tefillos and songs that they sing entering, and the response of the people, Anshe Yerushalayim, the people of Yerushalayim. So it must have been a beautiful ceremony, and like the Rebbe teaches us, that the idea of Bikurim is also applicable today, because Bikurim means that we give the first fruit, the first of our labor, we give to Hashem, but not in a way that it goes on the Mizbeach and becomes a korban, but that it becomes part of the Kohen eats it in a way of Kedusha and Tahara, which represents that we take the mundane, and even though it's the first of our labor, and we give it, we elevate it and make it holy. And the idea of Bikurim is also, the first, is connected to the Jewish people. The Jewish people, it says, the Pasuk says, that Kadesh Yisrael Hashem, the Jewish people are sanctified, holy, special to Hashem. Reishis Tvuasa, the first of God's grain, of the harvest, which is the idea of Bikurim, which is the first of the harvest. And the idea that the Bnei Yisrael, the Jewish people, are a Bachor, our firstborn, that's something that Esav, the nations of the world call foul on that. Esav says to Yitzchak that Yaakov stole from me the firstborn, and he stole from me the blessing. And even though Yaakov earned it, so to say, from Esav, but Esav doesn't recognize that. But the truth is that really Yaakov on his own is the firstborn, because Yaakov was conceived first, but in the way it revealed itself is that Esav comes out first, and only Yaakov comes out, and then he has to elevate Esav, and he has to acquire the firstborn. And so what Esav is really claiming is not just that Esav says that the firstborn is mine, but the idea that you want to take worldly things, that you want to take gashmius, physical things, the things that are Esav's world. Esav says, physical things is my world. Yaakov is a ish tam. He sits in the oil, he sits in the Torah mitzvahs. So that's fine. He wants to be a person of Torah mitzvahs, a person of God, a godly person, a person of spirituality. But the physical, material world, Esav says, that's mine. And you want to take the first fruit, the most important part of the material world, and bring it and make it holy, bring it to the temple, give it to the Kohen, bring spirituality into this physical world. Esav says that's mine space. But the truth is that Yaakov, like we said last week, that the machshava, the first thought is about Yaakov, about Bnei Yisrael. And the Bnei Yisrael, God says, yes, you're going to go into the world that Esav claims is his, but you're supposed to take it because the real firstborn belongs to Yaakov, and you take it and you bring the first of the fruit, the best of the fruit, the best of our labor, we elevate, and through that all our labor, all our efforts becomes holy. And we know that the idea of Bikurim is also connected to Simcha. We know this week's Parsha talks a lot about Simcha. We learn about the Simcha, the Ma'aseh Sheni. The Rashi says, a beautiful idea, he says that when we say to Hashem that Asisi kol asher tzivasani, I've done everything you've commanded for me. Rashi quotes the Mishnah in Masechtas Ma'aseh Sheni that I was samachti v'simachti. I was happy and I made other people happy. That when Hashem sees that we're happy and we make other people happy, and from everything that Hashem gives us, that gives the tremendous blessing that follows. That God blesses the Jewish people. And even when we talk about the negative and the curses, and we say, why does all the negative happen? Because we didn't serve God with happiness. And like the Alter Rebbe says, that had we served God with happiness, that a void of happiness and a toil in being happy, working on ourselves to be happy, almost so to say, forcing ourselves to be happy in every situation, then even though we've done sins that maybe deserve all the curses, then the simcha would override it. Simcha paired together breaks all boundaries. May break the boundary finally of this galus and of the claim of Esav, and we should have the Bikurim in an actual way here in Yerushalayim in the Beis Hamikdash. B'karev. Good Shabbos.